Hello, Pisces. This is your June love reading. Due to the amount of time that I shuffle, I lay the cards out in advance. This is your partner's energy, your energy, and the energy of the relationship. And when I say partner, it doesn't have to be a committed relationship. It's whoever you're coming to this reading about, whoever's on your mind. And these cards don't have inherent meanings. So as I'm going through, you won't hear me say what they mean because they don't have inherent meanings. They're interpreted through the spirit, which is the way that I operate as an intuitive. All right, let's get started. Your partner has material harvest. They have financial and material changes. And they have material and spiritual prosperity. And then the overall energy is base chakra. Now, what I gather is that your partner feels that they need more support and nurturing. Just some gentleness and kindness, and they feel like that is, that's what will make them happy. That's kind of everything that they're wanting. And they've been trying to get more of that from you in the relationship. And I'm seeing that you begin to kind of see that as you look back and think over the relationship. You're seeing certain ways that you could have been more nurturing. But what I'm seeing is that the middle of the month, they're making some changes. And they're finding peace when they're realizing that they need to stop trying to get all of their nurturing and supportive feelings from you. And they're trying to change, wanting to, kind of pull so much of that from you and relying on you for so much of that. And I'm seeing that as they're figuring all of this out, they're beginning to figure out that they relied on you a little too much for certain things that they could have been able to do themselves. For some of you, it's that the partner was kind of requiring a lot emotionally, which was, kind of putting a lot on you. And then for some of you, it wasn't emotionally, it was materially, financially, just being way too dependent on you for so much. things that they could have been doing for themselves, and they were kind of wanting you to take care of them in ways that they needed to, do more to take care of themselves. I'm actually feeling that as a really strong energy, that was kind of going on for a lot of you. And as they're beginning to really figure that out, and they're feeling more abundant within themselves, and they're feeling that there's some possibility for them to start providing some of their own security. They've been trying to get too much of their security from you in this relationship, whether it's emotional security or financial security. And then I'm seeing for you that, your intuition is kicking in, and you're kind of thinking about a lot of things about the past in the relationship and the way things played out. And as you're doing that, you're starting to believe that things can get better. That maybe you can get what you're looking for in this relationship. You weren't so sure about that at first. But you're realizing that in order for that to happen, there's going to be have to be kind of a complete overhaul of the relationship. Where, you're kind of ready to make the relationship like a whole new relationship. And you're realizing, you have the wisdom to know that that's what's going to have to happen, but you're feeling like it's possible. You're feeling like that's possible, which is a good thing. But you know that things are going to have to kind of change because, you were feeling a certain way about, them needing so much of their security from you, whether it was the emotional security or the financial security, or how that played out for your specific situation. Now, what I'm seeing for the relationship, what's crowning you to is trapped in fear. Their energy, emotional withdrawal. Your energy, the universe. Now, what I'm gathering from this is that both of you are feeling stuck in a sense. You're both for the month of June coming to some new realizations about things. You're feeling that you're starting to believe that things can change, but of course there's still some fear and apprehension because of the past about what that might look like and how that might play out. And you're thinking about how to create this new world for the two of you. And, it's causing you a little mental anxiety a bit as you're trying to figure that out going forward. And then for them, they're a little withdrawn. But it's because their fear is about getting more of their security for themselves. So they're still kind of working through a bit of a codependency type of issue. And so as they're doing that, they're going inward more. They may seem a little more withdrawn from the relationship, but they need to be, because they do have to learn to not rely on you so much, because that puts a strain on any relationship. And they're learning that, but they have their own process to go through to work that out within themselves. And for you, the fear is more so about how to move things forward and how to create this new beginning that is necessary for the relationship going forward. So there's a security, and that makes sense for the base chakra being the overall energy, the security you both right now are trying to, you're both having different issues with the security of the relationship and your own securities. For them, it's playing out with them realizing their dependency on you and the relationship for certain things that they need to have within themselves. They need to feel secure within themselves. And for some, for a smaller percentage, it's the partner also working through just insecurity in the relationship in general that's causing problems. So they're working on some of their security issues that are causing problems within the relationship within themselves. And you are having to face and deal with security issues that are kind of external. You're wanting the security of the relationship and its future. So you're thinking about security issues too, but just in a different way. You know, you're thinking more about what the future holds, and you're wanting to feel secure in that you know exactly what direction you guys are heading in, and you know that there is a new world that needs to be created for you. You have the wisdom to understand that. But for you, it's more so of what that is going to look like, you know, and the security of, you know, some of you are feeling insecure about just not knowing exactly how it's going to play out. And so you're a little bothered by that. But you're both kind of dealing with the same issue in different ways. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue as the last word of advice. And I want to say that when you're watching readings, understand that your energy could be ahead or behind these energies. Some of you could have started feeling these energies last week. Some of you could be just now starting to feel them. And others, you could be not starting to feel these energies until the second week of June. You know, where the energies play out for you is different. So for some of you, sometimes if it's not resonating, it's not always just because it's not resonating. Sometimes it's that because you're ahead of it. You know, it's the 31st of May and June hasn't happened yet. And some of you may not be into these energies yet. So that's possible. But you can also check out your moon and rising signs. I always recommend that. It's really good for you because it'll really put the story together on a much deeper level for you. So I highly recommend you checking out your moon and rising signs. Now let's see. This is the card we got. This situation involves marriage. Now, the message that I'm getting for that, for you two, is that this process and everything that you're going through right now, for some of you is what's going to lead you to the place of marriage and a much more committed relationship. I know in relationships we always want to think that it's going to be easy. We just want the happily ever after. But understand that when we're going through things in relationships, it's for a reason. So it's always for a reason, no matter what it is. Even if it's a separation or breakup, it can be beneficial to us. Because, you know, we have to understand that we don't know everything that the future holds. And there are always possibilities we're not considering. So just because you're broke up now, maybe there sometime, well, I'm not saying you're broke up, but I'm just saying in general, if you experience negative things in your relationship, like breakups, hard times, struggles, or where your energies are having little hiccups, you have to understand that those things prepare us for being able to come closer. Because what really hinders us in relationships is the blockages and barriers that we have within ourselves to love. It's the things that both of us as partners are doing that are contributing to the divide, to the gap between us. So I'm getting that this is helping to bridge the gap. For some of you, that is ultimately going to be a real marriage, a real wedding. And then for others, right now, it's going to be more of a marriage of you two, a union of spirit, where you're really coming together from a much healthier place, where you're able to bond stronger. Because see, this security thing that you're both working through will prevent the necessary intimacy for a truly fulfilling relationship. So we need this stuff to come out. We need these times within our relationships. So, for those of you that as you're feeling these energies, you're worried, relax, let it play out, and do your part in your own contribution to the relationship, and give them the space as they're withdrawing. Don't let that make you feel a certain way, because they're just they need to find more of their own independence, because you don't want them to need you for it, because it drains your energy, and then that's going to take away from you fulfilling the things in life that you need to do. So you don't want that. You both want to be strong, standing in your own strength and power, and you want to come together as a powerhouse in union. Okay, so this is not a bad month for you, Pisces. But because of this energy of trapped in fear, some of the negative feelings that you may have is based on your own fears. Understand that. It doesn't mean that what you're experiencing or what you're thinking you're experiencing is actually true. It's just the way it feels, because we have some fears. Okay? So understand that this is beneficial for the strengthening of you two as individuals. And as you strengthen as individuals, you're able to strengthen as a couple or as partners, and come closer together. For those of you that are separated, even, these things can still be going on. So just keep that in mind. Now, that's your reading for the month of June, Pisces, and I really hope that it was beneficial to you. That's really where my heart is when I do these. And if it did not resonate with you, let me tell you specifically that I'm so sorry, and I wish that these could resonate with every single person. But please understand that there's so many people and so many energies. Every single thing can't resonate with every single person. So please check out your moon and rising signs, as I am sure that those will resonate. And if you like this video, if it was beneficial to you, I'd love to ask a favor of you, that you would click on the thumbs up button on the video right now and give me a thumbs up, please, and support me a bit on the channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. You would get notified of my new videos every time they're posted. And if you would like a personal reading, the link for that will be in the description box. I would be thrilled to read for you. I do read on anything, even decisions. If you have, two decisions you're weighing out, I can tell you how both of those will play out, what they'll look like. I do medical readings of, root causes of illness and different things that you can do energetically to, improve medical conditions. So I truly read on anything. So if you need help with anything, or some type of guidance and reading on a specific situation, don't hesitate to reach out and book a reading. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that I really need you to know. But I just want to say thank you, and that I'm grateful for all of your support, all of you that are watching the videos and subscribing, sharing the videos. I really do want you to know that you are greatly appreciated, and I love you so much. And I really hope that these continue to be beneficial to you. That's where my heart is. And, I'll be pouring my heart out in these videos, every month for you guys. So I'm sending you all so much love and light. And I wish you well in the month of June. And I will see you in July. Thank you, Pisces.